Sometimes you have to fight. What if I told you you have a secret weapon that you may not be using at this moment? I like to share with you in 2 Corinthians, the 10th chapter. It speaks about God giving us a weapon that is not like the weapons of this world. And that if we are ones that take on that weapon, sometimes the weapons are things that are being thought of in human reasoning, but that we have a weapon that is greater than that we can put under the obedience of Christ. That means something that we can put to where God allows us to use it. So number one, I want you to fight. Sometimes you got to fight for what's right. Sometimes you can't just stand and allow things to continue to happen. And I think sometimes the thoughts and things that are going on in our lives, we allow them to go by without fighting for what is right. It causes us to be in a place we don't want to be. Number two, I want you to know that you have access to a weapon that God gives us. God gives us a weapon to fight against these thoughts that are not of Him. There are many thoughts that sometimes we have. Sometimes the thought is, I'm not good enough for this. I'm not one that can be able to move forward. Maybe it's something like, you are not one that should be able to do that. And sometimes those thoughts are the things that hold us back, to keep us in bondage. And God has given us a weapon against that. And that weapon is to just be obedient to Him. Connect with Him. Connect with Jesus. Connect with what He has to give to us. And when we do that, number three is you end up with victory once you go through the fight. Sometimes we have to go through a fight to be able to get the victory. You got to go through a war sometimes to get to the victory. But victory is on the other end of the fight. I don't know what it is in your life. I don't know what you've been fighting for. There's sometimes you've been in a fight in your life, but you've been using the wrong methods. You've been using the wrong strategy, the wrong tactics, ones that are useless. But I come to tell you that there is a strategy. There's a tactic that God has given unto us, that if we would use that strategy, and part of the strategy is very simple. All we got to do is connect with Him through prayer, connect with Him through our walk on a daily life. And before you know it, you will be one that will be able to overcome those strongholds in your life, those things that have been holding you back. I am encouraged right now to know that you are one that is going to be able to get that victory. You are one that can have it today. But all you have to do is just make that decision and make that choice, that your thoughts, those ones that are going on up here, those at human reasoning, that's not the way to go. But if you would go the way that God has intended for us to go, and that way is to make sure that you are following what He has given us. Start praying to Him, talking to Him. Start being obedient to what He's given us. And when you do that, you will begin to see what He has for you. And continue to produce on purpose, continue to move forward in what you're doing each and every day. I'm looking forward to great things happening this year as you move forward. I'll see you next time.